Bethany, Missouri. Looks like I'm crying. We are heading to Los Lunas, New Mexico. Gonna be down there tomorrow, 2 p.m. to deliver. Walmart Distribution Center. Deliver there, and then I believe we're loading cheese coming back up to Kansas City. So got a pretty good rate going down and a pretty respectable rate coming home. So, you know, that's a bonus, that's a plus. But, try to get out of the, I guess, I don't know, everywhere I go is gonna be in the wind. But, yeah, we're grabbing fuel here in Bethany, and, I don't know which way it goes in the wind. So I'm gonna grab some fuel here real quick, and then we'll get back with you on the way down to New Mexico. Okay, guys, real quick, I wanted to show you here. This is my fuel ticket here. $440 even is what the pump shows, and that's what my ticket shows. But I want to show you something, a little app that I use. If you don't know about it, it's called Mudflap, and it is quite the app. So my actual price that I paid, if you can see that, is $401.91 on 191.387 gallons versus the 440 that the pump showed. So if you guys haven't heard of or aren't currently using Mudflap as an owner-operator, and you're just running a straight debit card, I highly recommend running Mudflap. It is a wonderful way to save a little chunk of change every time you pump fuel. Now, I'm not paid for, endorsed, or anything like that by Mudflap, but I definitely stand behind the premise of what it is that they are offering us as owner-operators or us as independent truck drivers. And that is an opportunity to obtain fleet-sized fuel discounts at an extremely competitive rate. And by competitive, I mean it costs nothing. You literally input your debit card information into the app, and you start pumping fuel. It puts like a $50 hold, I believe, on your card every time you pump, and then within a matter of minutes or maybe an hour or two, I guess, it will begin to, or it will take the remaining balance that's left on the card. So, highly recommend it. Mudflap, M-U-D-F-L-A-P, just like we got hanging off the back of our trucks. It is just, in my research, for the same discounts that I can get running a fuel card and paying monthly fees and processing fees, etc., I can get on the Mudflap, get the same discounts for no money. To me, it's a no-brainer. So now that I have touched base on that, I want to go back. Last week I shot a video of me driving at night with my head cam on here, and I reviewed it all weekend, and I guess I'm too picky. I just was not very satisfied with the quality that I presented myself with it, I guess. There was a lot of long pauses and a lot of incoherent speaking, I guess. So, that being said, I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to talk about my love for trucking and how I got bit by the bug and where it got me. So, it all started, I mean, trucks have always been a big part of my life. I've loved them forever. They've always been around me. grandpa was an over-the-road truck driver for many years, to the point that my mother and I really aren't even really sure how many years it's been, or was, that he had drove. An extremely long time, and a substantial amount of miles were driven in that gentleman's lifetime. And he's long since passed, though, about 8-10 years ago now, since he's been gone. But I had the luxury and the opportunity to grow up riding with him, just like any kid's dream, I guess, is to kind of find somebody to emulate and idolize. And I found it in him at a young age, riding in the passenger seat, just kind of, at that time in his life, he was just more or less working from western Iowa to central eastern Iowa and back, you know, just kind of an in-state gig. He was getting up there and into his near mid 70s, late 70s, when I was riding around with him. So he was slowing down by quite a bit, for sure. So growing up doing that is what really stoked the fire in the passion that I have for these trucks in me. I seen the way that he orchestrated himself, operated, and conducted himself professionally each and every day. And as I move and progress in my career, I try to be able to emulate and take to account as much of that professionalism as I always seen him exude. Not only just to represent truck driving, but to represent myself as a business owner. And I guess if you wanted to start back at the beginning, you know, riding with my grandpa, I knew, like I said, I always wanted something to do with trucking and driving trucks. I didn't know where I really wanted to go and how I wanted to go about it, but at 18 I got my CDL. I started driving, and at that juncture in my life, you know, I was in state, I couldn't leave the state legally, and I was looking for a wheel any which way I could go. If anybody was willing to give me a shot, it didn't matter if it was driving a 75 cab over, or whatever it may have been, to haul grain or haul manure, you know, whatever gave me a little bit of money. Sometimes it didn't even pay, just for the experience, but whatever gave me the experience is what I was after. And I did anything and everything I could to learn as much as I could about it, and to start building, I guess, the foundation for what I wanted as a career. And I was very fortunate. At 19, my dad decided to kind of take a leap of faith on me and purchased a truck, an old Freightliner, for me to drive. And he actually started the company that I now own and operate. And he started that as a means to get my feet wet and get running. I mean, I didn't have any equity stake or anything in the business, other than the fact of my dad, you know, gave me a paycheck. I shouldn't say gave me. I earned a paycheck on a percentage basis. And as time were to go on, I was to transition into, you know, ownership, purchasing the business and going from there. Well, after about a year and a half of being in the trucking business, fuel was high. My work, what do I want to say? I guess, I wasn't limiting myself on what I could work. I was limited on to how much work I could possess, I guess, if you will. I would have gone anywhere, done anything, gone anywhere, etc., you know. But I just couldn't do that because being so young, the high cost of the insurance, with the lower end spectrum of the revenue portion of it, I was tied, you know. There was only so many things I could do and only so much money I could make, basically. So after about a year and a half of doing that, we did decide to go ahead and deactivate the operating authority and close everything down for the time being. And yeah, I mean, it's idle for 6 years. 6 years. While I went on continuing driving for other people, doing anything from running coast to coast to north and south, hauled a little bit of rock for a while, done a little bit of everything, just same thing, kept garnering experience and learning this business and this industry and becoming prepared for where I'm at now. And that is, in the middle of last year, I went to my father. I purchased the name and the rights to the business that he started back in 2013, I believe. So I began on my own, 100% my own boss, owner. I believe was up and running November of last year of 2000. Take that back, November of 2019, because we're in 2021 now. So I embarked on my own then and have been up and running ever since, and are excited about the future, and, you know, looking to grow and expand and add as time goes on. And I just have a love and a passion for this industry. Some days I don't know why, some days I don't know how, but at the end of each and every day, I find myself still happy as ever to be doing what I'm doing. It's been a great way for me to grow and mature as a person, and to become, you know, a businessman, and you know, an all-around good truck driver that still is learning how to drive and how to run a business and everything every single day of the week. I'm always learning something new, you know, and that is what is so great about this industry. All the baloney aside, and the rules and the regulations, is outweighed by the freedom, the independence, and just the pure enjoyment that I get knowing I am getting paid to do this, you know. I'm not a millionaire. I probably will never be a millionaire, but I'm happy. I love what I do, and, you know, I'll continue to do it until I guess they tell me I can't, or I find another way to make a respectable living. Oh man, there's good looking rig in there. I don't know if you can see it all the way over there, but yeah, it's just a bug. It's diesel fuel in the blood, and I guess I wouldn't have it any other way. Just blessed and fortunate to be where I'm at. So I just kind of wanted to sum that up for you a little bit on how I got bit by the bug, how I still have the bug, and probably always will have the bug in some capacity or another. So anyway, we are just passing a little town called Coffee, Missouri, heading southbound on I-35 down here to Kansas City, and then we're gonna continue on 35 down to Wichita, and we're gonna jump Highway 54 and run that down through to Tucumcari, New Mexico, and work our way down to Los Lunas, New Mexico. Deliver there at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at a Walmart distribution center, and then at some point tomorrow we will either load, I was told, out of Dalhart, Texas, or Clovis, New Mexico, and work our way back up to Missouri, Kansas City area, and go from there. Which, it's Tuesday now, so it'll probably be Thursday night, Friday before I'm back up this way. We'll see. But if everything goes as planned, I can make it back here to Iowa at a decent time. There might be a little bit of a surprise / big reveal, if you will, if everything goes as planned. But we'll see. We'll see. So you'll have to stay tuned to see if everything goes as planned, and if it's meant to be, then by the end of this week we should know our answer. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in with me here, and I will speak with you here a little ways down the road. morning, everybody. It is 4:45 in the morning. So it'd be 5:45 in the morning Central Time. We're now Mountain Time. We are at Lisa's Truck Center in Moriarty, New Mexico. We are getting ready to head to bed. So I'm putting a closing bit together for the day for this video. I think should be about a half hour I'll put together. So sorry I've been slacking here the last couple days. My wife's birthday was last weekend, so that was basically a national holiday, like I said. Yeah, birthday Friday, party Saturday for her, and then we spent the day with the kids Sunday, and yeah, that's basically what's been going on there. I mean, like I said previously in the video, you'll see I had tried shooting a little rolling night footage the other night, and I just wasn't happy with it. I guess I'm too big of a perfectionist or something, or whatever. It didn't come out good. I just rambled and rambled, so I didn't get a video put out over the weekend because I wasn't proud of it, and I didn't have anything to shoot at home. So you will be getting this video. I'm going to try to have it all uploaded here in the next about 20 minutes from now, which will be, like I said, irrelevant by the time it comes up, but I'm going to upload it, go to bed, and then when I wake up, hopefully it should be uploaded. So you can probably hear in the background my bunk heater's clicking. It for some reason is not firing. So I'm probably going to have to idle my truck because it's like 20 degrees right now. It's going to be mid 40s, mid to upper 40s, I guess, tomorrow, but right now it's freezing cold. So I shut the truck off so I could shoot the video, but it's blowing cold air. It's just not firing. So yay, I'm sure that's going to be fun to fix. So anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to hit the hay, and I'm going to try to get this uploaded really quick and on its way. So we will start fresh here tomorrow, head the rest of the way. It's only like 63, 64 miles down to Los Lunos, and get unloaded and start the party all over from there. So stay tuned. We'll be talking to you tomorrow.